Hello and welcome to the End of the World cast, which is probably going to be getting to you sometime after the world has already ended, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hey, that's technical difficulties. We won't worry about that. So let's go ahead and say hello and welcome. This is a practice game for G League, but we do have permission to cast it, and I do mean we because I am not alone. Hello, my co-caster.
Hey, what up? It's Bidoux here. It's been way too long, Pierre.
Yeah,
We go on weak tangents without casting. I don't like it. I don't like it, okay?
I'm always casting though, always.
I know,
So
I'm talking about me.
I know. I keep inviting you. But let's go ahead and introduce the players really quickly. We do have TH000 spawning as the purple orc in the upper right part of the map. This is Amazonia. Going to be going up against Infy, spawning in as the teal human in the lower left. Of course, this is a practice game, so they are going to be talking to each other probably throughout the game a little bit. And again, we do have permission to cast this. I've never seen this. Bidoux has. He said it's a great game.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I don't know what strategy we're going to be seeing, but you told me it was. I can't remember what you told me because he told me about this game before G League started, and it's underway right now. We're going to cast some G League games hopefully in the next coming days, just from the rounds already going. It hasn't been finished yet. There are the two finals to go, and then the grand final, right? The finals
Yes.
for each round because there's two groups, and
I think there's a final bracket actually with 4 players.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that'll be really good then. We'll have a lot of games. All right, and we're working on getting those replays. They're not currently up, so we're trying to get them. But let's go ahead and see. We do have Thu going with the Blade Master. It's about to come out. He's doing a Grunt build as well, so we have that Blade Master and Grunt. That shop gonna be finished a little bit later, so he'll probably creep out his laboratory right here. It looks like he's gonna go for that, and after that, he can just go ahead and buy from that shop. Down there in the bottom side of the map, we can't see Infy is Archmage creeping with Militia, his Goblin Laboratory. Of course, this is a great map for going ahead and creeping out the two little camps. They're very close to each other, as you can see, and you get some nice creeps there from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, do Blade Masters usually go and harass that creep, or is it too late by the time they get there?
Oh, it's too late.
I've seen Death Knights do it, with undead. I don't know if the orc timing is the same thing with the hero.
Yeah, it's way too late. As you can see, when the idea for the undead, I mean, sometimes you will do it with the Blade Master, but your whole goal is, and I'm not sure if I've seen people do it on this map, to be honest, because I guess they could if the human player does what Infy just did right there, where he kept those peasants out for some time. But as you can see, the goal is to kill the peasants, not the creeps. And we can see those peasants are going to go right back into that base. And we have that the Archmage is being taken a couple of hits right here from this Blade Master, as well as that Grunt, using the Grunt to block the Archmage as he runs around. Kind of good play from Thu.
Yep, Thu's playing really aggressive, going with a 2-gun tech, as you see his tech hits right now for tier 2. The upgrade, that is, and Infy following right behind him with his tier 2 tech. So both of them are going to be tech. I'm wondering if Infy is going to be doing a bit of a harass, trying to stall the Blade from reaching level 2. And I think that's what he's doing right now. He's playing really aggressive. Very aggressive, actually.
Well, if Infy's doing a harass, it's going to be interesting because I do know Thu was just down there to harass Infy, so that's kind of funny. If Thu went to harass Infy and then Infy went to her yeah, anyway, so...
I get you, yeah. I get you.
It wasn't all that funny, but yeah, so we do have these footmen
I laughed. It was really cute.
Really cute. Thank you. So we do have up here, though, there are footmen. It looks like 5 footmen in the hood with that water elemental finish off this creep that Thu did. He only killed the main creep there. There are still those 2 bandit or the rogues that are both level 3. Gonna see who gets the experience for those kills. Looks like I think the Blade Master got that one. I can't tell.
Yeah, and I mean, this is really good for Infy because he's going to get really close to level 3, and Thu's blade is out of the battles right now, so Thu's basically fighting grunts against footies and now an Archmage. So while the blades are trying to get experience on the other side of the map, he's going to lose a grunt right there, and not really good to lose your grunts because you need them. They're a bulk of your army, especially if the human goes for a tier 2 push. You want to have as much army composition without spending as much gold as possible.
Definitely. But I will say that the Blade Master was able to pick up level 2, and as you can see now we do have that Archmage going ahead and picking up boots halfway through level 2 on this Archmage, picking up a little experience right there from this creep kill. As you can see, Thu is trying desperately to get the experience, but again, Archmage picking up more experience, getting very, very close to level 3, as you can see, up to 447 experience out of 500, while the Blade Master is chasing down some footmen right there, going a little bit 40% of the halfway through level 2 on that Blade Master. And again, that Archmage is probably about 80% of the way through, so he's definitely getting the experience advantage.
Yep, and a good pickup by Thu getting boots, so those footies couldn't really run away. He really wants to pick up as many footies as he can, especially when they try to run away, because I mean, Infy has to spend more money on footmen.
Does he? Does he need to buy more footmen?
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want to have a big bulk of footman army if you're going to do like a push of some kind? I mean, if you don't have that many footies, then you have to rely on just getting arcane sanctum units or whatever you tech into, right?
I don't know. I don't know what Infy's playing this strategy. I do see it looks kind of like a sky push maybe. You have the Beastmaster being
The
picked up.
Beastmaster, yeah.
And of course, we did see it was Militia creeping a green at his base, so just picking up level 3 on that Archmage by that way. And as you can see now, he is going to come in here. We do have that Shadowhunter on its way out, as well as a Spirit Lodge going up and a War Mill at the same time for Thu, which is a little bit of an odd choice.
Curious of that War Mill.
Definitely not what I was expecting. I don't normally...
Not standard, no, yeah.
Yeah, maybe if he's expecting a lot of early aggression, but he's done a really good job shutting down a lot of this harass. As you can see, only down to maybe two footmen. I can't tell how many footmen there are. I see 2. I think there's 1 in the base that's red HP of the human player, but that's about it. And I don't think he's gonna make more. But we have a lumber mill being thrown down now in a kind of.
You know what I think he did was I think he scouted the quick tech. Did he scout the quick tech, and so he knows that Infy's trying to do a tier 2 push?
I mean,
could that have been it?
He knows that the human player is going to be teching. I mean, technically, Thu teched before Infy did, but this is a fairly standard play from the human player. It's just a little bit unstandard for Thu to go with that wormhole. I mean, unless he was expecting a tower rush or something. But, I mean, that's about it. We do see a TP on the Archmage, the Blade Master.
Oh, he's going to get the Beastmaster. Oh, he gets the Beastmaster before the TP. Really nice.
Does go down. That was a nice hex and a nice right-click by Thu. So yeah, but again, I still am a little bit confused by the War Mill. I don't think, I mean, if Thu had a worse early game, that's normally when you do see a War Mill going down, when they know that they're going to maybe need those towers. But he's had such a good early game, just done a lot of good job, and he doesn't really have a lot to be concerned about being his buildings being canceled. As you can see, Digits find that War Mill hasn't done anything. Maybe it's for security reasons, but I don't really know other than that. Any ideas?
I don't know, Thu. He's just getting his bestiary up right now, and he is supply capped. And right now we'll see Infy about to go back on the harass, but 3 ivory towers. His lumber mill is up, and he's pulling militia right now with Sorks being pumped out. He's already got 1 on the way. He is going for a tier 2 push.
That is, yes, that's exactly.
And this is going to be a really scary timing.
Yeah, I guess maybe he knows. Maybe Thu just knows that you know, Infy's very good with this tower push, and so
Thu made a troll headhunter.
Well, that's a bit of an odd choice.
That's really weird.
Well, maybe that's why he got the War Mill to make some troll headhunters. I don't know why he would make troll headhunters, but hey. He does have, you have a Sork being picked off by that Blade Master right there. The Blade Master is now
really
slowed
good
and running across the map. He does go ahead and... that
Shadowhunter's really low, and his salve got canceled by the Elemental, and he's going to have to run away.
He does have a replenishment potion on him, though, so as well as, of course, another salve, but he can just use either one of those here in just a moment. It does have a healing wave as well for them. And we can see now that Infy going in, trying to hit on that burrow right there, but it's going to be mass repaired, as we can see through moving in for the towers right here. 1 guard tower going to go down. These other 2 guard towers are dangerously close to being finished. We might see one going down. We do see a hex on that peasant to try to stop the repair. Taking that down literally just a second or 2 away from that guard tower finishing, and 1 tower is up now, but that's only 1 tower. It's much better than 3.
Yep, and Thu's already about 80% on his Demolisher, and he's looking in a really good shape right now. Usually the Infy hasn't really done it much burrow harass, hasn't really gotten his advantage. I mean, usually humans like to come in and supply cap you and then just drain you out with so many towers that you can't push out, but Thu's got really nice. He's got a really good position with his Demolisher. He's repairing the burrow, and he's looking really good right now. He's looking like he can hold this off.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it's interesting because I guess that Wormo was again just a very preemptive thing, just because he was expecting the tower rush.
I think he was expecting the towers. Yeah, he must have been.
Yeah, and as you can see, that Demolisher is going to go up. Again, I'm still confused by the Headhunter. That's an odd choice. Maybe that was a misclick. I don't know what purpose that really served, to be honest. But he does have his snare up on that Raider.
It might have been, and the Demolisher just goes down. Now Thu's in a bit of a scary predicament. His heroes are getting low, and they seem to be blocked in between the barracks and the stronghold and the altar. They're going to be safe behind that burrow that's attacking the Archmage, not really doing much damage, and he's going to take out the Sorceress that is ensnared.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I can say that there's still only one tower up, a second guard tower about to be finished now. These peasants are being used very effectively just to provide a bit of blocking, provide a bit of extra damage there, and providing a little bit of tanking. And we can see a third guard tower on its way up. Of course, Thu, he isn't supply blocked. He is at 37 out of 50 food. He could make another Demolisher here once he gets a bit more resources. He's only at 38 wood and 200 gold. We're going to see that shop. If that shop goes down, then Thu is going to be in a big issue. But I think as long as that shop's up, he's not in a terrible spot, of course, because every time he can just go ahead and pick up healing potions and such. And you can see that, of course, the focus fire for Infy has switched to that burrow once again, leaving that shop alone.
Yep, and Thu's already taken precautions in case that shop falls. He got a potion of mana, picked up a scroll of healing at the shop, at the the shop there. So not bad items.
The Archmage is currently surrounded.
Yeah, the Archmage is surrounded, and he's got no
and the
TP.
Blade Master.
That's definitely
Down
a dead
the
Archmage.
goes.
Wow. Kind of careless by Infy
Well,
to go that far deep.
Well, he wasn't too far, but yeah, that Blade Master came in and just put him in a perfect, came out, opened on him perfectly, and another priest going down. As you can see, this ensnare is being very important in this fight. We do have another Demolisher on the way out, and that shop is probably going to be taken down right here. As you can see, not really enough peons close enough to repair it, but it might live.
Attacking it? Oh, there we go. He starts focusing.
Brings it some peons to come in here and definitely make sure that does go down.
Kind of careless for Infy to lose his Archmage, but then again, not detrimental. He has a huge army of sorceresses, which is so much slow. His Beastmaster's still here. He's got a portion of his DPS.
I would say it's a fairly detrimental thing. Another Demolisher is out at this point, but that Blade Master and Shadowhunter picking up a ton of experience. 3-3 on both the Blade Master and the Shadowhunter, and that Blade Master dangerously close to level 4, probably 85% of the way through that level, and that Beastmaster still only barely into level 2. So of course, when we can see that Thu is getting so much more experience from these fights, that will add up, and if he is able to push back, this could be a big issue for Infy.
So, I mean, looking at Thu's army, he's only got a Blade, a Shadow, and a Spirit Walker.
And a Demolisher.
And a Demo pumping. What's stopping Infy from just going in there and doing some serious economy damage?
Well, what's stopping
Does he not want to pinch?
No. The problem is that there's a Shadowhunter and a Blade Master. Because what'll happen is you'll get hexed on that Blade, on their Beastmaster, and then you'll be taken down.
Yeah, so it's too risky.
Yeah, and the second Demolisher does come out. Just going to go ahead and try to get a speed scroll to get those into a better positioning as they
really
get
nice positioning. Oh, he's going to hammer down on those sorceresses too. This is going to gain way more experience for Thu. He's really close to level 4, and as soon as the blade gets really big, he's going to be doing terrible damage.
He's already, he's about to level 4, as you can see, getting a nice ensnare off, and at this point with these two Demolishers out, just ensnare a caster, and it's going to go down because those two Demolishers can just hammer it, and it will die every single time. And as you can see now that the only one level of Mace when you upgrade two Demolishers, you know, I would say he's going to be able to maybe hold this and push us back, unless maybe we can see something much different coming in from Infy, because the same old clearly is not working at this point.
Yeah, Kodo being pumped out for Thu. He just wants more damage. He wants that that aura, and this is gonna make the this is gonna make the Blade Master do a lot more damage. Just gonna bulk up his his damage up, which is really good because what he needs to focus on is killing the sorceresses, killing the priests, and then his demos are just gonna do work on those towers, and that's how he's gonna push this off.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Magic Sentry, if you don't know, of course, that does allow True Sight. It's essentially the same as this Hawk. So if he just wants to make sure that if that Blade Master comes out in Windwalk, he will be able to see it. And more importantly, if he gets a slow off on the Blade Master when he's on low HP, that he can get more hits on, even if he does try to Windwalk away.
Yeah, and Infy can't really do much damage with those sorceresses and priests, because if he moves up, Thu's just ensnaring and having the demo take him out.
Yeah.
And Thu is like 7 experience away, like 1 kill away from level 4. So he's not in a bad position. Infy's not even taking out anything really with this.
We just see a Dispel coming in from that Spirit Walker on those two Water Elementals, almost getting the Dispel off to kill it. It did expire, and the second one going to expire as well on very low HP. If he had just a bit more mana on those Spirit Walkers, he's trying very hard, as you can see, to go ahead and pick up level 4 on this Blade Master. All he needs to do is just get one ensnare. I believe even just ensnaring the Hawk at this point would be worth it. He's just going to go for a Peasant instead and probably focus that Peasant down with Demolishers here in just a second. Or maybe he's just trying to do that to stop the repairing, but I think just going for a kill would be a smarter idea right there to get level 4.
Yeah, and the barracks does go down. That sucks, because Thu can't build any more demos. I mean, they're in a really good position right now. But if they were to go down, then, you know, Infy's free to build as many towers as he wants and hold his containment.
Yeah, we do see level 4 being picked up by that Blade Master as that tower goes down. And we're going to see an Ensnare on the Beast Master. We might even see
he's going to go in for it.
Second Ensnare coming in, and a... Oh, there is an invisibility, but the invisibility not going to be enough. He's going to go down on the Beast Master.
That was really nice.
Really good play from Thu. As soon as that level 4 hit.
It was a really good trade. Really good trade.
He was like, I know that with level 2 crit, I can probably take him down, and he went for it, and he did. And good job. Of course, we do see two more guard towers going up.
Yep, 2 more towers on the side there on the right.
Yeah, and these guard towers
are down, and that just provides less. That provides less shielding for Thu. But he's in a pretty good range right now. There we go. He's gonna go for that sorceress that's ensnared. And Infy, like I said, he can't pinch with his units because they get ensnared as long as those raiders are there, and they're just feeding experience to the heroes of Thu.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a nice little idea from Infy to go ahead and cast a invisibility spell on the water elemental and try to move him in to do some damage to those demolishers. Unfortunately, Thu was a little bit keen of that, and he was able to go ahead and block his demolishers and take out that water elemental, no problem. But we do see a barracks and a voodoo lounge being rebuilt up here by the Goblin Laboratory for Thu, and this, I would have to say, Infy is maybe getting, I don't know, demolished?
Yeah, he's not looking very effective in his tower push at all. I mean, he's playing really smart. That's the thing that's keeping him in this game. He's not pinching, he's not overextending, and he's getting his lucky breaks. Infy is generously offering him these units that he's ensnaring and killing. Like all these, he's down to 2 sorceresses, 3 sorceresses now, Infy, and 3 priests, and that was much bigger, like 30 seconds ago. So he keeps feeding experience, and the Beastmaster coming back now, but. I mean, if Infy doesn't push in, Thu's going to be free to push back with this huge army that he's collecting. He's already at 49 food, and he's looking really good.
You can see that the barracks that was being built was canceled by a water elemental that was cast, had an invisibility spell cast on it. Of course, we do see that the raider that was slowed by Infy, and just Infy doing some damage to that raider with his archmage as well as some casters. And Infy's really not in a terrible spot. Going to go ahead and bring in another invisible cast spell on this Quill Beast right here in the back behind this Voodoo Lounge. Maybe going to wait and buy a Sapper. Going to go ahead and buy a Sapper, bring in that Sapper, and going to blow up the Voodoo Lounge just like that. A very nice job with the Quill Beast right there. We can see that the Archmage was cast invisibility on. Of course, when it is ensnared, it is visible, even if it doesn't have a dust. But
that was so sick.
Yeah, what was?
That was so sick. He knows that he needs that shop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was so sick. That's so smart. Like, you would never see that anywhere else. Would you? I've never seen that before.
You might, but it was definitely a good move, very smart move. As you can see, 2 summons very low on HP back in the back of Infy's base. Was chasing with the Blade Master, going to be able forced to run over here to defend the rest of his army as Infy's army comes in once that Blade Master was distracted.
Oh, Archmage really close to dying. He gets invisible, but still, he's feeding Sorks. This is looking really good for Thu. He's got really good positioning. The Shadowhunter picks up level 4 now. Oh, it's looking really good, and he's going to get that proxy barracks up. It's really close from being up, and he's just going to keep popping demos.
Yeah, and there is another Voodoo Lounge going to go ahead and be finished as well in the same spot. As you can see, that barracks now has gone ahead and finished. And, you know, one of the big dangers, I would say, when he did have this building, the barracks right here, is if 2 sappers had been bought, he could have taken out both the shop and the barracks if he had let those go up. But we'll have to wait and see. We do see an invisible Quill Beast as well as an invisible Water Elemental coming in here. Breaking, going to go ahead and, I believe, sapper the shop once again. I'm not sure. It looks like that was a sapper, but I couldn't quite see on screen. And, of course, we're going to see that Quill Beast is going to right-click on that Demolisher. But really, there's a lot of towers over here that Infy does have over here by the Bestiary and Stronghold, while Thu is essentially trying to defend his barracks over here.
Yep. And, I mean, Thu's been doing a great job on handling this, though. Infy can't push because of Thu's quick ensnaring and the demos doing so much damage. The demos are +2, mind you. They're doing crazy damage to units.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't noticed. And there's a Kodo Beast out as well, so they're doing a ton of damage. Their max range right now is 135 because of that Kodo Beast. Of course, we do see that this Water Elemental is right here. I'm surprised that Thu isn't using that Kodo Beast to eat summons, just because those summons keep coming in and trying to suicide into the Demolishers. Of course, we have that Guard Tower that is out on the left, going to go down. Another Water Elemental has come out with invisibility, coming over here, trying to pick off these Demolishers. There are 3 up at this point, and with 3 Demolishers, he's going to have no problem taking taking out these level 2 masonry upgraded towers. That is the magic number. You want 3 siege weapons with the same attack upgrade as the level of masonry, and then you can take out whatever human building you want, essentially against repair, and he's got that. So he's pretty much, as you can see, going to be able to take this out, no problem. Of course, he did lose that bestiary to these guard towers, but these demolishers are doing a lot of work right now.
And keep in mind, Thu's been microing his demos perfectly. He speed scrolls that one out of the way, and he's been repairing them. Infy hasn't been able to kill any of them, even with the invisible summons, and that's just due to like Thu's quick micro, and Beastmaster's getting ensnared. Oh, he's gonna get hexed. He
goes down to a crit.
Still, oh wow, how did he still see that? Does ensnare?
Ensnare. If you ensnare a unit, even if it's invisible, as long as you have an ensnare up, it will be visible to you.
That was, wow, that was really nice.
Of course, those demolishers moving slightly too close to those towers just for a moment there. Of course, Thu keeping a really good spot, good position, I should say, defending these 3 demolishers. He needs to keep those demolishers up just a little bit longer so he can kill these guard towers. As you can see, there's really nothing these peasants can do. There's down to 2, of course, because he's been using really good play with the attack round, but we do have a blizzard now coming in from that archmage on the peasant line.
And completely out, Thu, sorry, completely out of wood. He's got to put his peons back on wood because he can't even repair anything.
Blizzard.
He just lost like a peasant too.
Yeah, he lost a peasant, a peon, and a blizzard. And here's the worst part: is you can just ensnare the archmage when he's casting that. It will interrupt the channeling, but he's going to lose his stronghold right here.
Oh man, that's going to be really bad. He needs to rely on pushing very, very soon. I mean, if Infy was smart, I mean, he's...
Well, it's not a huge issue because if you look at the gold that's left in the gold mines, Infy's about to run out of gold. He's down to 130 gold. Plus, if Thu wants to rebuild it, he does have enough gold at this point. He just needs to get more wood, and he does have a war mill plus all of those peons, so he can go ahead and do that. Of course, we do see a blizzard on these demolishers.
Is gonna die. Oh, the demos do so much damage, and it doesn't really matter, like you said, that Thu lost his main. He has the enough demos. He has enough army to fight this back. I believe he could push this. If he gets 1 or 2 towers down, there's another tower that's going to take a lot of damage, probably go down, and I mean, if he dwindles the tower rate, he can just walk in eventually.
Yeah, he's going to be able to just kill all of these towers, no problem, with these demolishers. As you can see, he's also making sure to hit these peasants as well. Of course, the peasants are currently being healed up by the priests. That's really the only reason that they're even still alive at this point.
And Infy's about to lose 2 more Sorks. There's 1, and this one's ensnared, and 1, 2,
yeah, as
3.
you see, it just takes 1 volley.
Goes down 2.
1 volley from these demolishers to kill the sorceresses or the casters at all. And we can see now Infy is running away, down with just 3 priests and 1 sorceress left. He's going to lose all of these towers as well as his 2 peons up here.
Yeah, I mean, even from the beginning of the game, it seemed Thu knew what was going to happen. With the quick war mill, I think the troll berserker was a misclick, but
it might have been. But do keep in mind this was a practice game, so they may very well have been practicing this particular strategy. It's a possibility. I don't know. I can't read the Chinese.
Still, what a wicked way to hold off a tower push that is very common nowadays in human vs orc.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely isn't something that you wouldn't see in a real game because this is playing out pretty much as you would expect. You do normally see the early war mills anyway these days, but maybe there's a telltale sign that I didn't quite notice or we didn't catch that alerted Thu to go ahead and get that early war mill. But then again, it might have just been that because Infy came up there with his army, with the Archmage and Footman, that he said, you know what, there's a good chance he's harassing me right now, that he's going to go for this tower push, and I want to be ready for that.
Yep, and usually people are like, well, Thu, why don't you rebuild your main? No, don't be a noob. He has 500 gold. He's not going to build his main there. He's creeping his expo right now, and he's going to go to build his expo probably where there's a lot of gold at this expo, which is really smart.
And plus, let's look at these hero levels for a second. That Shadow Hunter is just picking up level 5 from creeping this out. There's a Archmage over here that's invisible, but that's not really going to be a big issue, I don't think. And that Blade Master is halfway through level 5, as you can see. So that's really nice. Archmage, level 3, a very, very close to level 4, about 95% of the way through, and the Beastmaster halfway through level 3. We do see some long-distance mining going on for Infy. He does not have enough money right now to build up a town hall over here at this gold mine expansion, but he can go ahead and keep picking those up, getting the gold. But we do see now that Blade Master going to come in here and try to pick off these peasants, and this is going to serve 2 purposes. One, it does delay Infy's gold flow, which is by a large amount, because when you have long-distance mining going on, the more peasants, the better, right? But also, it's going to get him closer to level 6, and if he can pick up level 6, then he can just Blade Storm, and all of those casters will be able to go down almost instantly up to a Blade Storm.
Yep, and Thu, wow, in a great position. His expo's going up. He has an army to push, and Infy right now just struggling to get gold just so he can build his expo, just so he can come back. Infy is so behind. Thu's heroes are 5-5. and I'm pretty sure that they could just solo Infy's army with the right amount of micro. That wow, he picks off a peasant
Very nice.
that just about to get away, and he's just gonna win walk out. He's getting dusted, but still, it doesn't really matter. You can't do any damage, Infy, and Thu's just having some fun now.
Yeah, that might not have been the best way to use your dust either, because that was his last dust. He does, of course, have the hawk, which will allow him to also have invisibility reveal. But in this case, the dust, obviously the Blade Master wasn't going to try to stay there. But, we can see that if he's just trying to protect this line, but going to go ahead and have to say, I have to go ahead and pull that line back. As you can see, a lot of these didn't even pick up gold. They just started to retreat as Infy came over here to go ahead and creep out and knowing he can get gold, not only for killing each one of these creeps, but he gets gold for the item he picks up. He can get 75 gold selling that replenishment potion, and that will bring him up to 100 gold. Still not enough, but a little bit better than the long distance mining.
I think he bought a unit. Did he buy a unit or an item? Because he had more money. Oh, he bought a pot of invuln instead of saving for his expo.
Probably not a bad idea, because the Beastmaster, if he does go for an engagement, because at some point he's going to have to try to put up a town hall, and he does know there are still 3 Demolishers on the field, and he does keep sending scout units up here to see what Thu is doing. He knows Thu's wrist right there. He knows that the only thing going on is this Blade Master, and if he keeps trying to long distance mine, he's not going to be able to kill that Blade Master, and that Blade Master is just going to keep picking off units. He's going to get really close to level 6, and he knows that, so he's just going to go ahead and creep up. And if he's creeping up, he does need to have an invul potion, because that's when he becomes very vulnerable. As you can see, Thu is moving towards the center of the map. Of course, there's a dire quilbus being used to try to pick off his low HP peon right here. Could do just that. Maybe you're going to pick off at least one. Going to pick off one before it gets ensnared, and then it's probably going to go down.
That's really smart harassing, actually, because you could keep doing that. Spam invis. Send summons back there to do some damage on the peons. It keeps Thu's army, at least a portion of it, in the expo, just defending from summons that are essentially free with that aura. So, not a smart. It's really smart play, actually.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good idea. And of course, he has to do that. Of course, now we do see these peasants not going to go for the long distance mining, going to turn into militia. Looks like we might be seeing Infy go for a push here, and he might actually, if he can win this push, then he could win the game.
Yep, this is a do or die right now, because essentially all those peasants are going to go down. He's going to have nothing to build an expo to build a new army, so he's going to try to kill everything right now. He might get that Kodo Beast. It's going to get away, and wow, Thu right now just getting really good positioning, and there we go. He's got his positioning. He's going to take this fight, and those demos are going to rain down on those sorceresses, and he's just going to tank with his blade and do a lot of damage. Demos being microed while are they attacking, and yeah, GG.
GG called by Infy. Congratulations to Thu. That was just a practice game, but hey, it was a pretty good game, actually. That was pretty nice. I liked it.
I think if you're an orc player and you're going against a human player who you think or is known for going tower pushes, and there's a lot of players that are known for that. I know Sky, Kenshin, a lot of Chinese players are known for doing that, doing tower pushes. And I mean, if you anticipate it, that's a great way to hold it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do know that for a long time we've seen orcs do that. Of course, it's not new to anticipate that. Of course, Grubby famous for moving his for his base build where he left enough space for the tower, for example, for whenever he gets sky pushed. So yeah, it's not new, but I will say that it was really well done by Thu, and that's the game. So hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully in G League.